Dr. Shamika Dean. Y'all come on in. It is your favorite marketing solutionist. If you're new to me, welcome. If you are a replay watcher, welcome back. Thank you so much for rocking with the doc. Thank you for stopping what you're doing and deciding to tune in and see and listen to what I have to say on these internet streets. Okay. Hey, Lady Boutique, how are you? Come on in as you're tuning in. Y'all already know what to do. Y'all are used to these lives and all that good stuff, but I'm going to ask you anyways. Share and invite someone else to join, and then also comment in the comment section and let me know again what part of the world you're tuning in from, or at least say hey or something. Okay. Um, but I want to talk today. If you don't know who I am, let me introduce myself because some of you all may be new. But I am, again, your favorite marketing solutionist. I help service-based entrepreneurs to shift from sporadic to systematic, multiple six figures in their business, helping them to hang up the hustle because I believe the rest is the new revenue. And I also teach them how to automate up to 90% of their marketing and sales so that they only have to work 10% of the time. Hey, Shayla, Heal Girl Heal. Hello, hey, Tanisha, how are you? So, yeah, what I'm going to be talking about tonight is two types of marketing. There's the marketing where you have to convince people to work with you. And then there's marketing where you're talking to a converted audience. So, my question to you today, and I want you to just tell me which one you think you are. Is your marketing convincing, or is your marketing converting? Where do you think you land? Because we're going to talk about that tonight, and like what the difference is, what that looks like, what it sounds like, how it's you could be using convincing marketing, which means that your marketing is based on you trying to prove your value to your audience, trying to convince them to invest in you, or are you already using conversion marketing, meaning that you know who you're talking to and you know that you don't have to convince them, but you are just literally showing up as the solution that people are seeking. Okay, because there's a difference. And so I want to talk about that a little bit. Let me see where I'm sorry, y'all. I'm looking for some. Okay, so I want to talk about that today in this broadcast, because a lot of times we don't realize that the reason the your marketing isn't working and you aren't closing as many sales and you aren't generating as many quality leads is because you are trying to convince people to work with you. Okay. Especially for those of you who are considering charging premium prices, or you're in the premium pricing space. Maybe you're just getting into premium pricing, or you're thinking about getting into premium pricing, right? There is a difference in a person who is ready to buy, one that is already an investor. There's a difference in how they buy, and there's a difference in the type of marketing that they are actually attracted to. Okay. So, one of the things that I noticed, and I talked to my clients about this earlier this week, I talked to my clients about this, is that people who are already converted, a converted audience is already someone who already knows the power of investment. Okay. They already know the power of investment. So they don't need you to convince them to spend their money. Okay. So a lot of times I see this marketing, people marketing in this way, saying things like, if you can afford to buy a pair of Jordans, you can afford to invest in this program. Maybe not the exact same words, but something similar to that, right? Because you're trying to, in a sense, you're trying to bully them into investing, right? And you're saying things like, the cost of people will stay in line to buy Apple iPhone all day long, but then when it's time for them to invest in themselves, crickets. So sharing little memes like that, or posting using that type of content, that's convincing marketing. You're talking to an audience that is not already an invested audience, or not used to investing, right? So again, people who are already investors, who are already a converted audience, they don't need you to tell them what they need to invest in. They don't need you to show them or how to make it affordable for them either. So that's another mistake that I see, is you're trying to show them how they can afford to invest in you, instead of approaching your marketing strategy from a position of a converted marketing style, where you're talking to people who already have the money. People who already have the income and are ready to invest in your products and your service. They are not looking for you to tell them how they can afford it. They're looking for the solution, because they've already invested before. But now they're looking and they're watching you to see if you actually have a solution that they are seeking. They're watching you to see if you're actually confident in what it is you are selling. They're watching to see if you actually have a proven process that is going to help them to get results. They're watching to see if you actually have clients that have shared those same struggles, those same problems that they're having, and that were in need of the same solution that they're seeking. They're watching to see if you serve someone like them that shares that struggle. All right. So also, an audience that is already used to investing, they are not looking for an overnight success. They are not looking for instant gratification. They are not the ones that are making you responsible for their success. But if your marketing is making you the superhero instead of the solution, then guess what? You're going to attract people who are going to come in and want you to actually get them results, instead of attracting the people that understand that they are responsible for their ROI. You're going to attract, if you're using convincing marketing, you're going to attract people that you have to convince to do the work. If you're using convincing marketing, you're going to attract people that you have to consistently convince to that it's possible for them. If you're using convincing marketing, you're going to attract people that you're going to have to convince to to stay in it for the long haul. You're going to have, if you're using convincing marketing, you're going to have to convince people that there is a process to getting the results. Whereas if you're using conversion marketing, you're going to attract people that already understand that there's a process to success. So they're not looking to come in today and make money tomorrow. You're going to attract people that are going to come in and want to know what steps they need to take so that they can get the results. All right. So again, are you using marketing? And here's how you're going to be able to tell this. Start looking at the clientele that you're attracting. Start looking at the clients that you already have. It's going to tell you if you're using, again, convincing marketing or if you're using conversion marketing. People who are already conversion marketing, they're like, listen, I know that you're going to give me the recipe, but I'm going to put it in the pot. I'm going to stir it. I'm going to put it in the oven. I understand that it's not going to be 30 minutes. I understand that it could take me 3-6 months, right? But I am already coming in committed and ready to do the work. All right. So again, there's a completely different style and sound of marketing. Most of the times, the reason why you feel like you have to convince others to work with you and convince them to see your value is because you are not fully convinced of the value yourself. If you're not convinced of the value, right, then you're going to have to convince others of the value as well. So when I show up, I don't show up online having to convince someone that what we have is worth the investment. Okay. I don't have to do that. Another way that you know that you are using convincing marketing is when that person gets on the sales call, you have to consistently convince them of their why, their value, why they need to invest right now. When your marketing is really converting and attracting an already converted audience, when you get on the call, the sales call, the discovery call, the consultation, whatever it is you're getting on with them, what you get on that call to do is to share the opportunity with them that they're looking for, because you know that your service is the solution they're seeking. You're not getting on there trying to coach them. You're not getting on there trying to show them the value of the offer, right? Well, the value of this is, and we're giving it to you for this. You don't have to do that when you're talking to someone who's already used to investing, because honestly, that person is already used to all of those things. They can see beyond the fluff. They can see beyond the fluff. They literally are coming to you because they want to know if you're the one they need to spend their money with. That's it, and that's all. That's it. There may have questions as far as how the program works, as far as the layout or the structure of the program, to make sure that it is a good fit for them. They're not trying to they're not there just to shop around for pricing to see who has the best price. They are there because they got on that call because they believe that you are the person that has the answer. And they just want to know how it works so that they can see if it aligns with their lifestyle, if it aligns with their goals, because they already know exactly what they're going to invest, right? They're not afraid of your prices. They're not going to be sticker shocked. They are showing up and they expect it to be of high value. So they expect to invest at a high level because you have presented to them high value. Okay. So again, ask yourself the question: are you using marketing that has to convince, or are you using marketing that speaks to an already converted audience? One of my Facebook friends, Natalie, she posted something earlier about, let me see what she posted, because she posted something earlier today that really stuck with me. And I wanted to see what she said. Where is that post, Natalie? Oh, here's what she said. She said that the bottom, basically the competition is at the bottom. That's what she said. I was going to say crowded. It's crowded at the bottom. She said the competition is at the bottom. And what she was talking about is where a lot of people get stuck in their marketing. They're trying to market to the masses instead of the minimal. I'm paraphrasing here, right? But you're trying to market to the masses instead of the minimal, and the minimal is where the money is. The exclusivity is where the money is, because people will pay top dollar for exclusivity and expertise, because they know they're going to get more high level support. They're going to get high level value. They're going to get access to something that a lot of people don't have access to, which means that they're going to be able to get the type of strategy that's actually going to yield the results that they are looking for. Okay. So again, what most people how a lot of marketing messages happen and how you miss your money is because you're trying to focus on, if you're trying to focus on the masses, then you'll miss your money, because the money really is where the minimal is. Because again, if you want to get into premium pricing and you want to attract a level of clientele that's actually going to come in and do the work, implement, and get results in your program, so that they become the testimonials and they become the marketing message for you, and they become a source of referral for you, then what happens is, again, you have to make sure that you're not trying to focus and be in this bottom level of competition of everybody who's at the same playing field, trying to reach the same group of people, when you can actually go and focus on a minimal. That's where people talk about niches, niche, however you want to pronounce it. When you focus on that, you're going to be able to serve a group of clients that want the expertise and the exclusivity that you are offering. So yes, you can charge a higher price point because of that, because you're going to be able to focus only on that group of people. You'll be able to focus on that. Okay. So I thought it was very good that she said that, and I wanted to kind of piggyback on that just a little bit. But again, you don't have to convince the converted. Can somebody please put that in the chat box? You don't have to convince the converted. You don't have to keep telling people they're worth it. They're worth the investment. I've been there. I started off marketing like that. Because what I realized is that if you have to continue to convince people that they're worth the investment, then you're also going to have to spend a lot of time consistently convincing them that they are worth the investment. And so if they don't feel that they're worth the investment, what happens is they will self-sabotage, so they won't implement what they need to implement, and then they're not going to see the success that they actually desire to see. Whereas you're already talking to someone, every level has mindset issues. However, when you're already talking to someone who is used to investing and is used to implementing, there's certain language that you just simply, there's certain mindset barriers that you simply don't have to help them process through. Okay. So if you want to attract implementers, then you need to start, your marketing message needs to talk to the person that's already implementing. Okay. If you want to attract high level premium price investors, then your marketing needs to talk to the people who are already premium priced investors. Okay. Because again, they're not looking for a bargain, a deal. They're not looking for the cheapest. They're not looking for instant overnight success, instant gratification. They are looking at you to see if you're the one that they want to spend their money with. That's a whole different marketing message. Okay. So that's all I have for y'all. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. If you know that your marketing has been convincing and you're already at that level where you know that you're at that 250K mark, and you want to go ahead and begin to scale up to the next level, then you know that you need to get your marketing together, and you need marketing that's going to attract an already ready to invest audience. You know that you've been missing the mark. So go ahead, shoot myself a DM, and my team and I will tell you how we can work with you to master that messaging and make sure that you are attracting an aligned, ready to buy audience, an already converted audience that you do not have to convince, okay, to invest in themselves through you. All right. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. I love you immensely and intensely, and I'll talk to you again soon.